Hello, second graders, and welcome to a little bit of review. This is our Chapter 10 practice, and I'll do some of these problems, and I'll let you do some of these problems. These are, as we've done before, from each section of the chapter. So, Chapter 10.1, lesson, the first lesson, we're subtracting tens and hundreds. Let's go ahead and take a look. I have 230 to start. And I need to subtract 10. So I don't look at the hundreds column. I don't look at the ones column. I only look at the tens column. And how many tens do I need to take away? 1. Here's my tens column. I'm going to take away 1. So instead of 230, I now have 1 less, 220. So 230 minus 10 is 220. All right, let's go down here. I have 597. I'll let you do this one. 597, and I'm going to take away 100. So I'm not looking at the ones. I'm not looking at the tens. I'm looking at the hundreds. I'm going to take away how many of them? Just 100. So instead of 597, I have 1 less, so I have 400, and then I didn't take away any tens or ones, so I have the same tens and the same ones, 497. I bet you can do that one there. All right, now I have 705, and I'm going to take away 10. I don't have any here in the tens. So now I have to think, what am I looking at? I'm looking at 0 tens, but 7 hundreds. So what I like to do is I like to think this is not really just 0 tens and 7 hundreds. It's the same as 70 tens. See what I did there? I connect these two 70 tens. And I'm going to take away one of those tens. So to take away one of those tens, instead of 70, I count backwards 1. And now I have 69 tens. And I didn't do anything to the ones. See, I have a 0 there. So it's this, right? 705 minus 10 equals 695. Another way to say it, 70 tens and 5 ones minus 10 leaves us with 69 tens and still 5 ones. Okay, there you go. Chapter 10, but lesson 2 talks about using a number line to subtract hundreds and tens. I have a number line, and I've said before, I know you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but number lines, the open number lines, they're very, very helpful. And when I don't have to start at 0 and 1 and 2 and 3, I can put any number I want. That's where I really get to show I know how numbers work. All right, so we have 481, and we're going to take away 250. So let's go over here and say when I know that I'm taking away, when I know that I'm subtracting, I'm going to be moving this way on my number line. Back. I get bigger. I get smaller. So 481, and I'm going to go back 250. So I'm going to start over here, right? It's an open number line. I don't have any numbers yet. I get to decide where to start. So I put 481. Then I need to take away all of this. I need to take away 2 hundreds, 5 tens, and then 0 ones. So let's go and take away. I can do either 2 hundreds at the same time, or I can take away 100 and then another 100. It's really up to you. Whichever way you like to do, that's the way that I want you to do it. All right? I want you to do it the way that makes the most sense inside of your smart brain. All right? So I'm taking away 200. I'm going to do 100 at a time. All right, so I'll take away this and say minus 100 and another minus 100. So when I have, just like I did up here, see how this builds? I look at this, that helps me down here, right? Okay, that's how math books are supposed to work, is they show you something and then they make it a little bit more challenging, and you take what you've learned before and use it in the next problems. That's why it's very important to learn as you go. All right, and to let your teacher know, Mrs. Rayburn, I want to know if you come to something and you say, I don't know exactly what this means, let us know. All right, so we can help. So I have 481, and I'm going to take away 100. That leaves me with, you were right, 381. And then I'm going to take away another 100, right? I have to take away 2 hundreds. So I take away one more 100. Now I have 281, right? 4, 3, 2. So I've taken away all the hundreds that I need to take away. Same thing. Now I need to take away my tens. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, or I can take away 5 tens all at the same time. Okay, it's up to you. I showed how we can do it with 2 hundreds. Let's show how we can do it with 5 tens. So I make this my jump, and I'm going to take away 50. All right, so now I have 2 hundreds, not taking away any hundreds. I have 8 tens, and I'm going to take away 5 of them. So 8 minus 5 is 3. I didn't take away any ones, so the ones stay the same. And I didn't take away any hundreds, so the hundreds stay the same. So now we know that 481 minus 250, I go back 250, it will stop at 231. That's our answer. All right, moving along. Let's jump over here to the other side. You can do this. I'll read it for you in case you, and just to make sure. 325 crackers come in a box. You set out 160 for a party. How many crackers are left in the box? You can do this whichever way you like, but I would like you to try the number line. Okay, do it the same way. I have 325, and I'm going to take away 160. What's left in the box? All right, moving along to lesson 3 in chapter 10. Use a number line to subtract 3-digit numbers. And let's go. This is the same one that we just practiced. I want to show you this one so we can have an example of making an equation for this number line. All right. We have 782. Looks like we go back, so we're subtracting, and see the arrow that they put on this line? So they're subtracting, going back, and when they stop, they get to 457. We need to figure out how much they subtracted. All right, so the beginning, 782. That's where we start, right? 782. And then they go back 3 jumps, and they stop, meaning the answer is 457. We need to figure out what goes in here. Now, some of my students were asking me, Mr. Garrett, when are we going to do algebra? My answer is, we've been doing it since the first day. This is trying to find out what is the answer here. All right. Now, when I use a number line, all I have to do is find out how many I went back. I subtracted 3 hundreds, 2 10s, 5 1s. Expanded notation tells me 3 hundreds, 2 10s, 5 1s makes 325. So this is my equation. 782 minus 325 equals 457. All right. Now, 10.4. This is compensation. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a little tricky. But pay attention. Pause it if you need to. I want to show you this. I'll leave you this one to see if you can do it on your own. And we'll just move through. I'll explain as I go. 603 minus 497. We want to make this be an easier number to subtract. If I have 497, I know that I'm very, very close to 500. So I'm going to add 3 to 497, right? If I have 497, then I count up 498, 499, 500. I needed 3 more to get up to 500. Now, 603 minus 500 is easier than 603 minus 497. Okay, so my brain can do this. All I have to do is take away 500s from 600s, and I know that that's going to leave me with 100. All right, and then I don't have any 10s to take away. I don't have any 1s to take away. 603 minus 500 equals 103. Now, I don't want you thinking that's the end of the problem, because your brain should be telling you, wait a minute, Mr. Garrett, I can't just add 3 to a problem and make it easier for me. I have to get the right number. I have to get the answer. Well, boys and girls, in algebra, when we start moving into more complicated math, you'll see that if you do something on one side of the equation, on one side of the equal side, you need to do it on the other side of the equal sign. So I added 3 on this side. I'm going to add 3 on the other side. So 103 plus 3 is 106. All right. I know this can be a little tricky. I hope that makes a little bit of sense for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you can pause it. You can look in the book in Big Ideas Math and on the computer, and they'll explain it even a different way. But try your best. I left this one here for you to try. See if you can figure out what to do there. All right. Have a great day.